Microphone test. Testing 1 2 3. Yep, sounds passed. All good. Okay, let's get to the challenge, shall we? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Someone's got a freaking dog barking over the road. Shut the fuck up already. Right, let's get straight to the playlist. I'm alright today. How are you doing? It's been a while since I've attempted this challenge. A little nervous. Oh, nice. I always sucked at football. Congrats, well done. Let me just make sure that I am in freeaim. Yeah, free Zealand, free targeting. I'm not called Elves of Kills anymore, Elshog. No. My new PSN name is on the screen. I'm not King of Elves anymore. Yeah, I know. I might do actually. Be fun to play with some new people. That was easy. No damage taken. Freaking ears hurting now. Did anybody else change the PSN names earlier this week? It took me about 2 hours to pick a name. And in the end I just thought, you know what, fuck it, I'll pick a name that matches my YouTube name. But True Evil 64 was unavailable. So I just added on 9-1 at the end. Retreat! Fuck you! Yeah, it depends. It depends on the game. Like when I changed my PSN name, nothing really happened. I didn't lose anything. And if I lost my trophies, I wouldn't be particularly bothered anyway, because I don't really go for trophies. But I didn't lose anything. I still have all my trophies. I still have all my downloaded games. I still have all my downloaded avatars. So it's all good for me. PS3, wow. My PS3 no longer works. I tried to plug in my PS3. I was curious, and apparently the hard drive on it was corrupt. Which is quite sad. I don't have access to my PS3 anymore. Oh well. I got my PS2. Banned, wow. That sucks. I think my trophy rank is 13 still. I've been stuck on trophy rank 13 for years. I wonder if I could possibly do an entire survival using ray gun only. That'd be interesting. I ain't attempting it now though. Nope. I'll do that in my spare time. Oh yeah, I passed 150 million RP some point yesterday. And I've also hit 300,000 player kills as well. 300k scrubs killed. I'll probably upload my stats again once I hit like 725 million cash. Because I don't upload my stats based on rank anymore. Would I ever sell my account? Hell no. It's my one and only PSN. Am I a tryhard? No. I consider myself a griefer grinder hybrid. Best of both worlds. Well, I wouldn't say the best of both worlds because I'm only an average player at best. Some people could consider me a tryhard, but no. I don't dress like one for starters. Why do I grief? Well, I don't know really. It's hard to explain like why people grief. Like people do it for like different reasons, but my main reason why I grief is because it's to like empty lobbies. I enjoy like emptying lobbies, and then when I empty a lobby, I use that lobby to grind in. You know, I like to empty lobbies, make people quit the session, and then you know all my friends join and we just grind. Because it gets boring, like whenever you want an empty session to grind in. I get bored of just like pressing find new session over and over and over till I eventually end up in a solo lobby or to use MTU. So I grief people. But some people do it, you know, it's hard to explain. It depends on the person, like why people grief. Plus, it's actually morbidly fun as well to grief people. Like the things people do, the things people say. It's one of those things like you have to do it. You have to do it to understand it. Like tryhards, for example. You have to be one to understand them. I don't know. Yeah, I don't grief people for, I don't kill people for challenge. I just kill people just for the sake of killing people. No real reason. I just think to myself like, oh, this looks like a nice lobby to kill people in. I'll just go in and kill people. You know, I don't care about things like score and KD and shit like that. I just kill people just to kill people. Am I German? No. I just really like the German language. I don't know why. So I sometimes play in German. Oh, Newcastle. So you're a Geordie. They call them Geordies, don't they, up north? Would I grief the professional? I've actually been in his lobbies a few times actually. I've got no intent of like going after YouTubers. You know, I don't just see a YouTuber and be like, oh, that guy's a YouTuber, I'm gonna go and kill him, because, you know, it's just not right. Like, killing YouTubers just to use their name to boost your fame. Like there are some YouTubers that I would love to kill. Like Mr. Clickbait and people like that, but the people that actually do good for the YouTube community, like professional, then no. Oh, whereabouts am I from? I'm from the West Midlands, near Birmingham. Brummies, where the mask, it's called Amused Electric, I think. Yeah, I'm not actually wearing my Princess Robot Bubblegum mask for a did you see that just there? That NPC shot like 10,000 bullets in under a second. Rapid fire glitch exposed. Do I have an Instagram? Nah, I don't. I stay away from things like Twitter and Instagram and all that. I don't go on it. Too many weirdos on there. I think survivals should be like endless. They'll just keep going until you die, and then once you get past round 10, like say if you reach to round 11, it would go up to 31 grand, and then if you reach round 12, it goes up to 33, and then if you go up to round 13, it goes up to 36. I don't know. Yeah, I actually know Unassignable. He's on my friends list. He's quite cool actually. I actually seen that happen on stream as well, where Unassignable was in the session. I was just like, oh, this should be interesting. Because I do lurk on professional streams quite often. I'm usually always there. Oh, you're a streamer? Cool. I don't even know why I watch professionals like channel, like, because I have my own like money making methods. I just respect him because he's a legitimate player like me. There's not many legitimate rank 1000 players on YouTube. And we also share the same name. We're both Patricks. Yeah, I'm actually not in the sexy crew anymore. I left it. I left all my crews actually. I'm crewless now. I was a crew commissioner for about 2.5 years. You wanna play with me? Ah no! Uh-oh. Let me get back to my spot. Let me get back to my spot. What gun do I like to use? I like to use the advanced rifle. And for PvP, I like to use the special carbine. Special carbine Mark 1. And people ask me like, oh, why do you use the special carbine Mark 1? Because the main reason I use the special carbine Mark 1 is because it has that 100 round magazine. How in the world are they getting on top of that roof? I didn't even know you could climb on there.
Semper Fi, motherfucker! Cocksucker. You scumbag!
I like to use a bit of everything because I don't have a specialty. I use anything. Why am I crewless now? Well, some drama happened in the 5EXY crew that I used to be in, and I just had enough. I'm still friends with everybody there though. You know, no hard feelings to anybody. Yeah, it is. It is better to be a lone wolf. You can do things. You don't have to worry about drama and shit. Like before, like I had to keep checking like people's names. I had to keep checking people that was in the crew but not wearing the tag, and it just got annoying. Like, oh, King of Kills killed me and I'm in the sexy crew. Oh really? Was you wearing the tag at the time? No, so it's not crew killing. I just got tired of it. Oh, you fucking... That was my own fault. Fucking bullshit, bro. Whatever. Oh yeah. I got a very interesting clip earlier. I was playing the Los Santos Connection mission earlier, and some buzzard was shooting directly backwards. 180 degrees backwards. The buzzard was facing forward and it was still shooting me while it was facing away from me. So I'm going to upload that so you guys can see the bullshit in this game. And I also had another instance as well on another mission where some dude shoots like 1,000,000 bullets in a second from a micro submachine gun. You'll see it. I'll upload it some point later tonight. What crew am I in now? None of them. I'm not in a crew. I was thinking of actually making my own crew, but the main reason why I don't want to do that is because most people are already in a crew that they enjoy being in. So, you know, I don't want to make my own crew because of that. I respect where people are already. And then if I made my own crew, you know, it would just be a way to stalkers and pussies to get in my lobbies and join people through my crew. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not doing it. I was going to do my own PSN community as well, like PSN community, but the same reason as the crew, you know, people will use it to join me. The next game that I want to do a live stream on is Devil May Cry 5, but I haven't got my hands on it yet. And how much money do I have? Well, I have 721 million, and it's all legitimate. So I'm like 100 million ahead of professional, and it's all solo as well. Nobody usually helps me make money. I do it all by myself. But then again, I have like twice as much play time as he does. I have like 445 days played or something now. Hold on, I'll have a look at my stats. Yeah, 444 days played, which is a hell of a lot. Yeah, I've heard of that game. Maybe I'll play that as well, but I've got because April is the beginning of like the new tax year and shit. You know, there's a lot of bills to pay at this time of year. All the taxes and costs and that go up. Like rent costs more, tax costs more. You know, and we've also got to do that political voting shit as well soon. So I'm a little short on money these days. Hey Justin, welcome to the stream. Maybe I'll stream some more Red Dead Redemption 2. I've only played that game twice. I'm like level 3 on it or something. Yeah. I don't know though. I just find Red Dead Redemption 2 like much harder to grasp. I don't know what it is. Why is my game on German? It's just because I like the German language, that's all. I just think it's awesome. I ain't seen you for a while. How have you been? Oh God. Got a cold coming up. Ah, yeah. Combat on Red Dead Redemption 2 though, it's weird. I don't know what it is, but I just haven't learnt the game enough yet. Well, I'm putting myself in a kind of dilemma. I've hardly played the game, and because I hardly play the game, I'm not going to learn the game, am I? I'm not going to get any better if I'm not playing it. I need to play it more. The only weapon I have is a freaking pistol. Some shitty ass revolver thing. I haven't even finished the story mode yet either. I've been kind of lazy with Red Dead. It cost me 45 quid as well when I first bought it. And I went in the same shop where I got it from. last week, and now it's only 20 odd quid, like 22 I think. It's like half price what I bought it for. Yeah, you do some kind of like belly flop dive. Weird. It's not a bad game though. It's just taking me time. I just need to get on it and learn it more. You know, I've been playing games for like 20 odd years. There's no video game that I can't learn to play.
Don't fuck with me! You're wide open!
I need to edit my PSN description as well. Yeah, the player movement, the control. I don't know whether I need to edit like my sensitivity or something like that. That weird dolphin dive or whatever it is when you roll. That reticle thing, you know, when you stand still and the reticle like zooms in so you can shoot more accurately. You know, and you got all those perks and shit as well on Red Dead. You know, like wild cards or whatever they are. I just need to learn the game more. I just need to play it more often. Oh, you're one of those 8-bit gamers, eh? Oh, I'm 16-bit. Super Mario World, Castlevania 4, A Link to the Past, Super Mario Kart, Street Fighter 2. Those were my childhood games. Those were my first games. Super Metroid. Great game that I'd recommend to anybody. On the 16-bit Super Nintendo. Those were my games. And then I moved on to the Nintendo 64 when the 16-bit days came to an end. I was never allowed though to play on the N64 when we first got it though. I had to wait. I had to wait for my brothers to finish like the N64 games that we had and then pass them on to me.
Back it up!
And I was never allowed on the PS1. We had a PS1 as well. I never had a Mega Drive. One of my brothers did though at the time. Anybody remember that Mega CD? The Mega Drive CD thing that would take like 10 minutes to load? I remember playing the Mega CD and I thought it was like, oh wow, you get to play games on a disc? I'm too used to playing games on those boxes. Yeah, I call them boxes. I didn't know they were called cartridges at the time. Yeah, you know what's funny about Castlevania 4? I've been playing Castlevania 4 for like 24 years, 23 years, and I've never actually beat it. It's a sin. It should be illegal to play a great game like that and not ever beat it. On that first level, when you go through the door and that music starts. Dun, dun. Oh, 16-bit. I miss 16-bit. I never had Symphony of the Night. Instead, I had to live with Castlevania on the N64 instead. Was it called Legacy of Darkness? Was it? I think it was called Legacy of Darkness, where you play as some werewolf dude, Cornell, something like that. I have played Symphony of the Night though on the PS3. It is a good game.
Don't fuck with me!
Yeah. Wow, we got some classic gamers in the chat. Been playing games longer than me. I thought I was old. Yeah, there are other Castlevania games like that as well. Like there's Castlevania games on the DS that are like that. Dawn of Sorrow, where you could like collect swords, spears, axes. You know, and you had all types of like weird armor and special abilities. Yeah, I remember Super Mario Land. I had the original one though. I never had Mario Land 2. I had the original Mario Land where you had to go and rescue Princess Daisy in Sarasaland or something. You have to fight some weird alien dude as the final boss. That was the first Game Boy game I ever played, actually, Super Mario Land. When I was about 6. And then I went on to the Pokemon craze. Because back in like the late 90s, Pokemon was the shit.
Cocksucker!
This survival's going a bit better than the last one. That might just be though because this map's easier. Oh yeah, Donkey Kong Country. There's 3 of them, weren't there, on the Super Nintendo? With like Dixie Kong and Funky Kong. I can't remember the rest, but there was loads. There was more. I can't remember all the names. I don't know where it is though, but I didn't find Donkey Kong 64 as good as the Country games. How many bullets do it take to kill these guys?
Mendoza's hit! Mendoza's been fucking hit! Look out! Take cover!
Yeah, the Castlevania 64 game, I know that was bashed quite a lot. I liked it though. Like on the third level when you're in like the garden maze in the villa. When you're on the third level in the maze garden and that dude with the chainsaw chases you. That used to terrify me when I was little. That, in fact, that would be the end of the game for me. I'd be like, oh, I'm about to get to that part where that guy's been chasing me with a chainsaw through the garden. Yeah, I'm gonna start a new game now. So the Castlevania 64 had its flaws. Like, the control in that game was absolutely terrible. But I like that game. I enjoy that game. It's the same kind of thing with Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 as well. I'd get to a certain part in those games and I'd just be like, nope, I've seen enough. I'm not playing no more. Like Resident Evil 3, whether if you guys know that or not, I don't know, but for those that do, if you played Resident Evil 3, when you first see Nemesis outside the police station, and he kills your buddy, what's his name, Brad? That would be as far as I'd go. I'd watch that cutscene, and then I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to play no more, I want to play something else. And if you've played Resident Evil 3, you can get to that part of the game in like 5 minutes. So that would be like the entire game for me. Oh yeah, I would love a Resident Evil 3 remake. Having Nemesis chase you throughout the whole game, that's going to be terrifying. Mr. X in Resident Evil 2 was bad enough, but Nemesis chases you pretty much anywhere you go. So that will be awesome. They should just remake like all the old Resident Evil games, to be honest. I know Resident Evil 1's been remade already, but not in the same style as what Resident Evil 2 was. And then you got Resident Evil 3, and then you got Resident Evil Code Veronica as well, which is one of my favourite ones. Oh yeah, we got Elsman in the chat. Oh no, we got Patman. Patman is here. No. Yeah. Mr. X. That Resident Evil 2 was a great game. I'll still play it every now and then. I'll try to speedrun it though. I like to see how fast I can beat the game without using any like special weapons and that. And my fastest time to beat Resident Evil 2 is 1 hour and 9 minutes on standard difficulty.
You wanna play with me?
So I used to. Yeah, I did finish the entire game. I've got like S ranks on all scenarios, like A and B, standard and hardcore, all S plus rank. But I never streamed the second scenario though. I finished all the what's it called as well? The Ghost Survivor. I finished all that as well. So there's nothing really for me to do on Resident Evil 2 now. I just play it every now and then to just try and get a faster completion time. Well, I'm struggling to get a faster time than 109. Yeah, you know what would be awesome as well? A new Silent Hill game. I love Silent Hill. And did I like Resident Evil 7? I thought Resident Evil 7 was alright. But I only like the first half of the game now, when you're in the house with Jack. After that, I thought Resident Evil 7 was kind of boring. I never finished it as well, Resident Evil 7. I got to the part where you play as Mia in some like tanker or something, some crashed ship in some kind of swamp. I never finished the game. No, I don't have a lot of experience on this survival. I don't usually play this one. 2 down, 7 to go. Hey Nitro, how's it going? A lot of people as well like bash Resident Evil 6, but I liked Resident Evil 6. It's kind of cheap when you play it for the first time because the majority of your deaths come from like quick time events. But Resident Evil 6 was a lot of fun to play online with people. Same with Resident Evil 5. I first played through Resident Evil 6 with my brothers, and it made for some entertaining arguments. Oh, I pressed the button there. It was you that made us die. No, I pressed the button and you didn't. It was you that made us die. No, it was you that made us die. No, it was you that made us die. See, you died because Leon screamed Helena, so that means you died. But I pressed the button now. Yeah, it was quite funny. Oh. Oh, I forgot to pick up body armor, you freaking idiot. Is free aim more fun? It's more challenging, let's put it that way. Like the only time I really play free aim is like missions and survivals and such. I don't usually play free mode and free aim. In the old days I used to play free mode free aim, but I haven't played any free mode free aim in like 3 years or something. Yeah, 65. Yeah, one number too high there, bro. How's it going? I know this is gonna sound a bit weird and stuff, but I wish people would shut up about the Oppressor Mark II. I mean, it's not as bad as the orbital cannon, because at least the Oppressor Mark II can be defended against and countered. Like, the best counter for the Oppressor Mark II is to use your own Mark II and use some chaff just before you get in lock-on range, so they can't lock onto you, and then shoot about 3 or 4 missiles, and there you go, Oppressor Mark II's down. Because most people use flares, and flares can only block like 1 or 2 missiles. It can't block like 3 or 4 of them. You know, people need to look back as well, like when the explosive sniper first came out, for example. When the explosive sniper came out, everyone was like, oh no, we're not going to be able to use jets anymore. Oh no, no more jets, no more jets. I still use jets. I don't have a problem with the explosive sniper. You know, if you're truly good at this game, you'd learn to adapt. You'll learn, like, oh, there's this new thing in the game, like, how am I going to beat it? You know, most jet pilots now, you know, they dive bomb differently than what they used to. The Oppressor Mark II, you know, just use a bit of chaff. The fully loaded Ruiner, hell, even the Stromberg works. You could even use the Deluxo, but the Deluxo isn't really a surefire way. But, you know, if you press to easy way out after shooting a few rockets, that Deluxo will nail the Oppressor Mark II. Not all tryhards are bad, which is something I don't think Professional realises. I've got a few tryhards on my friends list that are cool. You know, they help me out in combat and shit. You know, it's nice to have, like, somebody that's experienced in combat. And also as well, because Professional isn't really into PvP, he's not, like, aware of, like, the PvP meta like we are. You know, like the things that we do in certain situations. Like, but I don't know. It's like I said earlier, it's one of those things that you have to do in order to understand it. Like, if you want to understand a griefer, be a griefer. If you want to understand a tryhard, then be a tryhard, you know. It's something anyone can do. You don't have to be good at it to do it. I grief people, but does that mean I'm like God at it? Hell no. People kill me all the time. I've sniped a handful of people off the Oppressor Mark II. I'm not very good at sniping though. It's like one of my biggest weaknesses. I'm shit at sniping. I'm not afraid to admit something I'm bad at. But it's just one of them things. I'm no good at sniping, not just in GTA, but I'm no good at sniping in pretty much everything. I've never been good at sniping. I prefer like a more like aggressive, in your face kind of playstyle, but GTA doesn't always allow you to play like that. You know, because of the way the spawns work, you kill somebody once and then you'll spawn, you know, at like sniper range. and then most people ain't gonna bother trying to hit you with, let's say, the combat MG from well outside auto aim range, you know, well outside effective range. They'll pull out the sniper because it takes less shots. But I'm not good at sniping in this game at all. I'm pretty shit. I'm not afraid to admit that. Can you imagine what it'd be like if I went up against professionals crew? It'd be interesting but scary at the same time. I don't think I've ever been 29v1 before. Like the worst situation I've ever been in was 12 against 1 back on PS3. The main tryhards I don't like are the ones that think that the orbital cannon takes skill. Like, you get the ones that, you know, that use the orbital on you, and then they'll be like, haha, you lost, I win, forever on top, I'm up, 1-0. Those are the ones that I can't stand. But as for the rest, I've got no problem. It's just the way people choose to play, you know. Just stay away from it. You know, that's what I do. If somebody's in that lobby that's like that, I'd be like, oh, you know what? I'll just go and find me a new session. You know, I'll just go and find me a solo public session. I'll go and do some grinding. You know, I'll go and do some missions. I'll go and do some heists. I don't need to be in free mode 24/7. There's plenty of shit to do in this game. Maybe I'll go and do some photos. You know, I make my own photos which I use as thumbnails for YouTube sometimes. You know, I think some people have too much pride. Like, they don't like to leave. They don't like to leave the session because they'll think then the other person will be like, oh, rage quit, haha, pussy. I don't give a shit. If I leave a session, it's because I don't want to waste my time. What's the point trying to fight somebody that's just going to sit in a facility all day long? There's no point. I'll go and do something else. I'll go and find me a session to, you know, do vehicle cargo in or something. I'll go and take some photos. I'll go and do a heist. I'll go and do some missions. There's plenty of things I like to do in this game. I don't just do free mode. Sometimes I just sit in an invite-only lobby making outfits. Plenty of things to do in this game. If somebody orbitals me, you know, they'll know where they'll end up eventually. Because I actually message people as well, like saying something like, congratulations, you'll be on GOG in a few weeks' time. Where trash like you belong. That's the only way you can kill me. You know what I find funny though? The ones that I actually do let them orbital me is like you said, when they orbital you, they leave straight after 99% of the time. So when I've killed somebody like once or twice, and then they have to use that just to get a kill on me. You know, that's just funny. I've killed them once or twice by, you know, normal means, whether it be like vehicles bullets or whatever, and the only way they can get me is using that cheap cannon. You know, who won that fight? I killed you using a gun, but the only way you can get me is with the orbital cannon, so I win the fight, right? I feel sorry for these people, like the ones that remember the scores as well. Like the ones that are like, oh, I killed so-and-so, like, twice on whenever, and then I killed so-and-so a few weeks later, and be like, I'm 4-0 global or something. What's the point? When I play a video game, the only thing I want in front of me is the controller, the system, and the TV. I don't want a pen and paper to write down scores on people.
Withdraw! You're done!
This helicopter's a piece of shit. It's gonna get me. Uh-oh.
You're wide open! I'm a fucking Marine!
Alright, should we change the subject a little bit? What do you guys and girls think that the next update's gonna be, if there is one? Personally, I don't mind what it is, just as long as it's not more races and no more arena shit, because the arena wars is terrible in my opinion. Personally, I would want like a glam DLC. I know this is gonna sound a bit weird, but I'd like up-to-date dresses for the female characters instead of those ones that look like carpets that we got for Valentine's Day. You know, maybe the ability to have like a film industry where your character could do like mini games to promote movies and shit. Maybe you could own like a restaurant. There's plenty of restaurants and cafes in the game that would generate income similar to the way the nightclub does with the popularity thing. You'd have to like promote your restaurant to bring in customers, and maybe you could make like delivery missions, you know, like the old pizza delivery missions from the old GTA games. That would be kind of interesting, I think. The number one thing I would want in the game though is no clock lobbies. If you remember from GTA 4, you could set two options: friendly fire on and no cops. So you could have like lobbies where nobody could kill each other, and you could have lobbies with like no police, but you can kill each other. It would never happen, but one can only dream. Yeah, I hope it's not enabled DLC. I'm tired. I'm sick of like military DLCs. How would enabled DLC even work? Like, what would you do with enabled DLC? The only thing I can really think of is you could run like an oil rig or something. but it would just function the same way as like the bunker does. You know, your oil rig like drills for oil and then you sell it. Isn't that exactly what the bunker and the MC businesses do? Do we really need more of that? No, we need a different type of business. You know. A different kind. But I honestly don't want a naval DLC because I just can't see it working. I mean, who uses boats in this game? Nobody.
Retreat!
There'd be little to no point. Like they could utilize the sea, I guess, with like free mode events. Like maybe you could go like looking for like underwater treasure or something, and then you sell it. But again, that's just the exact same thing as like the crates. You know, the CEO special cargo crates. No, I really can't see how a naval DLC would work. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, and a nuclear submarine. A submarine itself would be cool, but as long as it didn't have like any like orbital cannon capabilities. But they could balance it out, like when somebody's using the nuclear submarine, for example, maybe you'll get like a warning on screen saying "da has activated meltdown" or something. I don't know. They could easily balance the orbital cannon as well. Like when somebody's using it, just do the same thing. Is operating an orbital cannon. Easy. And then you'd be like, oh shit, I better go and find some cover. And then if you're too late, it's only your fault to blame. You had a warning. But my main fix, my fix for the orbital cannon would be this. We all know how it has a firing time of 3 seconds. You have to hold down the fire button for 3 seconds. But what I would do is, instead of 3 seconds, I'd make it 15 seconds. And it's non-refundable. So as soon as you pay for the orbital cannon, you've lost your money. That's it. Because 15 seconds as well would give the game time enough to save. And as soon as you go on the orbital cannon and you pay for it, and then if you back out, you don't get your money back and the game counts it as fired. So if you go on it, pay for it, but back out, you don't get your money back and the game activates its usual cooldown. That's how I think the orbital cannon should work. Yeah, you'll still get killed by it and all that, but at least then people can't spam it because they've already paid for it. And even if they don't use it, the game still treats it that you've used it because you've been on it. That's my solution for the orbital cannon. If that makes any sense. I'm not very good on this survival. This is the only survival that I've never actually beat in free aim. Maybe today can make history. All the others I've managed to beat, except this one.
You wanna play with me?
It's a shame this was the last survival ever added as well. Back when I'm Not a Hipster came out in summer 2014. There hasn't been any new survival since. A wingsuit would be cool, actually. Sorry for the stutter a bit there. I couldn't get my words out properly. I highly doubt that, because the dumbest thing in the game is the orbital cannon. I don't think anything would get worse than that. The only thing that would be worse than the orbital cannon is an orbital cannon with a bigger blast range or something. You're not the only one there. I'd like to see the thing gone as well. I don't get killed by it too much, personally, but I think it's just because I'm overly cautious. Like, I'm constantly checking the map. I run around with the radar expanded a lot, so I know what's coming most of the time. Like when people teleport to the facility, just because I've killed them once or twice, I know what they're going to try and do. You know, you can use the RC car as well as a somewhat, you know, bait and trap kind of thing. You know, if you think they're going to use the pussy cannon on you, just activate your RC car and wait. You know, and then go passive, and then once after about a minute, you know, call in your RC car again and just repeat the process. Yeah, the Oppressor Mark III I think wouldn't be a very good idea. Yeah, it is. That's why I don't waste my time. If somebody goes to the facility just because I've killed them once or twice, I'm just be like, oh, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna go and find me a new lobby. I win. It's a waste of time. I'm not wasting my time on people like that. I'll just go and do something else. Post-up van. I don't actually have a lot of experience with the post-up van because I don't do MC sales. Yeah, looks so. Can you imagine a Stromberg Mark II? You know what's kind of weird though? I said, oh shit, that was a horrible survival. Round 4? Wow. Anyway, I said to my crew like many months ago Like, what do you think if they started making Mark II vehicles, and then a few months later the Oppressor Mark II came out? I think I'm somehow able to predict the future of this game. Mark III gun ammo. Speaking of weapons, I'd like to see the advanced rifle Mark II get an upgrade. All the other assault rifles do. Why not my good old advanced rifle, please? Give me an advanced rifle Mark II, please. I know already, Rockstar, that it's based on the real-life MTAR. So just make the Mark II version, it's full-size version, the Car 21. RPG Mark II. Yeah, it'd be like one of those quad barrel rocket launchers. You know those ones that look like squares and you have like 4 barrels in them, like World War II rocket launchers. It'd be like one of them. My aim is shit right now. What's going on? There we go. RPG Mark II. What about homing launcher Mark II? They do need. I think they do need to make the homing launcher just a tiny bit better, because it was put in the game to deal with jets, but it doesn't do that. Anyone can avoid the homing launcher. In fact, most people nowadays use the homing launcher as like ground combat instead, just because the rockets travel faster. You know, which is not the homing launcher's intended purpose. Yeah, the Oppressor Mark II. Like I've said it before. Like any vehicle that's weaponized, like the Oppressor, Deluxo, Stromberg, all them, should be put in like a weaponized vehicle class, which would fix the Deluxo Mark, it should be put in a weaponized vehicle class, because then the Oppressor Mark II wouldn't be classed as a motorcycle, so it wouldn't be able to be requested via the MC menu. Problem solved. The Deluxo, Oppressor, Vigilante, pretty much any vehicle that can shoot, even the Night Shark, even with its shitty machine guns, should be classed as a weaponized vehicle and put in its own vehicle class. And the same goes for aircraft as well, like the Laser, Buzzard, you know, they could go into like weaponized aircraft category. But again, Rockstar like to hold hands with bad players, so you know they won't do things that make sense. Yeah, while I use the Oppressor Mark II a lot, you know, it's my main go-to vehicle. But even I agree that the vehicle needs a nerf.
Come on! Stupid fuckhead! They hit him! Cocksucker!
You know, and if the Oppressor Mark II is nerfed, I'll just be like, oh well, I'll go and use something else instead. Adapt. I'm doing pretty shit right now, man. Do I have siblings? Yeah, 4 brothers. Two brothers that are older than me and 2 brothers that are younger than me. I'm in the middle. I'm the middle child.
You motherfucking cocksucker! Holy shit! Look at that! We need assistance! Cocksucker! Away! Fucking bump! I'm up! Let me down! I'm a fucking Marine!
I have to be careful as well about who I shoot at with the Oppressor Mark II because I was in bad sport about 2 weeks ago. So I can't exactly go too trigger happy with it because I might just end up in bad sport again, which I don't want. So the B-11 is slow, but it's a pretty good aircraft. I usually use it to counter hydras and lasers. You know, even if I don't kill the hydra and the laser, you know, at least I can make the pilot jump out or something. You know, stalling people can be just as effective as killing them. You don't always need to get the kill. And stalling people is usually more frustrating because then they'll think, oh shit, I can't do nothing. Because if I try and do that, they're just going to stop me. Fuck this, I'll go somewhere else. The timer in bad sport increases, it doubles every time you go. So the first time you go bad sport, it's 2 days, and then it's 4 days, 8 days, 16 days, and then it's a month, then it's 2 months, 4 months, and so on. Oh yeah, I remember that phone call. He was asking me to do some kind of survey or something, and I'm too polite to say no. So I just went through with it. And it was like 8:30 in the evening as well. Like, who's calling me at that time? I'm on YouTube, it's quiet. Oh, I got a nice pizza. Like 8:30 in the evening, I mean, nobody's usually working that late. Our standard working hours are 9 till 5. We start at 9 in the morning and finish at 5 in the evening. So who's working at 8:30 in the night? Yeah, it's European, British. The land that gets no sun. Or shall I say, no good weather. Ah, Scottish. Cool. I like Scottish people. Most of us struggle to understand the accent now, I'm sorry. Here's a good fact about Scottish people. They invented the tikka masala, the curry, and the tikka masala is one of my favourite curries. So thank you, Scotland, for the awesome food. Oh, Welsh. The Welsh accent is awesome. Wales. When I was little, I used to think Wales is where whales come from. You know, the creatures in the sea. They all come from Wales. I was quite dumb. Penicillin. That's that medicine, isn't it? I think it was first discovered by Ian Fleming in the 1950s. Yeah, it is actually. The weather's actually quite nice today. Nice and sunny outside. There's a bit of wind. Ah, Theresa May. I don't even know who Theresa May is, other than she's the Prime Minister. She just came out of nowhere. I don't vote. So that's probably why I never heard of it before. Like this time of year we all get like our voting cards, don't we? Like polling station. Oh, go to here to cast your votes. I don't bother. I don't vote. When you turn 18, you get to vote. I remember when I first got my voting card, I was like, oh wow, I got a voting card, what does that mean? And it's nothing exciting. There's someone coming behind me. Am I worried about Brexit? Not really. I don't even know what Brexit is. That's how much I care. If it happens, it happens. Deal with it. Yeah, that's what I thought. When I first heard Brexit, I thought it was like some kind of brand of like Weetabix or something. Oh, what's Brexit? Is that some kind of new breakfast? Nestle's new brand of Weetabix? Is that what it is? And then I found out it was to do with like politics and shit, and I was like, oh, that's boring. But yeah, if Brexit does come, you know, to a reality, we're all still going to be alive, aren't we? We're not just all going to drop dead just because Brexit's here. That's all I care about. We'll all still be able to live. We'll all still be able to do our day-to-day lives. fresh bowl of Brexit. We'd rather have a bowl of Brexit. Yeah, passports and people that like to go on holiday, but you know, it'll be worked around. We'll manage, we'll get by. The UK's been through worse shit. I wasn't even trying that. Oh god. What survival am I on anyway? I've lost count. Is this survival 4? Heat waves. My favourite heat waves are the ones that heat up my food in the microwave. They're my favourite heat waves. Wow, I've played like 4 survivals and I've only made 67 grand, that's terrible. I'm not doing this for the money though. I'm doing it for fun. I don't give a shit about money. Got plenty. Got plenty of money. There's nothing in the game to buy, so I just bought it all. Thinking of getting the scramjet though, because I want to try and get some like good kills of it and put them in like a compilation. I haven't done like a, you know, like a kills montage for many years. I don't know what Brexit is. Your guess is as good as mine.
Fuck you.
Medicine, cereal.
Strategic withdrawal.
Maybe it's some kind of fancy food. Criminal enterprise. Oh, you mean that starter pack thing? How much is that anyway? It's like 40 quid, isn't it? It's more expensive than the game itself, I know that. Like, I can go into like CEX, you know, the Computer Entertainment Exchange, and I can see PS4 GTA for like 20 quid. You can get this game for quite cheap now. And the PS3 version, I've seen that for like £5. I still have my PS3 version of GTA, but no PS3 to play it on. Poundland. Going to Poundland? No, I don't go to Poundland. I go to the 99p store. It's cheaper. That 1 penny. You know, if you look after the pennies, the pounds look after themselves. Save yourself a penny. Go to the 99p store. I used to work in a 99p store. Very busy. Very busy. To do that, what you have to do is you have to use the standard FPS2 controls. Like, I use standard controls in third person, so if I tap X right now, it's gonna, to sprint, it's gonna move my menu around. But if you use standard FPS 2, like I do in first person, R1 is the sprint button instead. And then that lets you sprint with the interaction menu up. You have to use standard FPS 2. It's what a lot of people use. It's how people do like fast, easy way out and shit like that.
We got a man down.
I only use it for first person mode though. When I'm playing like I am now, I'm just using standard control. Xbox. So I'm going to assume that RB for Xbox players is the same as the R1. I used to play on Xbox a long time ago. Xbox 360. But my Xbox died, Red Ring of Death, because of too much Halo 3 and GTA 4. Yeah, you can do that on PS4 as well, can't you? You can like do like custom button assignments, like R3 becomes L3. Oh, fuck's sake. I've only passed one survival so far, man. I'm playing like shit. That might be just because I am shit. Sorry about that, I went to grab me a bite of something to eat. This is PS4 gameplay, and my name is Patrick, just like the professional. We have the same name. Or Paddy. Most people call me Paddy. In fact, pretty much everybody calls me Paddy because I give people funny looks to call me Patrick. So it just doesn't sound right. No. Paddy McGuinness. Max and Paddy's road to nowhere.
Get behind something. Cocksuckers.
Anybody remember that show? I'm not sure if it still comes on or not. You've also got the shops as well, called Paddy Power, the betting shop. Get yourself some Paddy Power. Yeah. Paddy McFaddy. Knick-knack, paddywhack. Gave a scrub an L. But the only thing is I don't give people L's because I'm not a tryhard, so I usually take them, not give them. I'm taking L's from NPCs right now. They have me like what? 1-6? I've played like 6 survivals now and I've only passed 1. Have I played Fallout 4? I've never actually played a Fallout game. My brother's played it though. Oh, my pizza's gonna go cold. Oh well. I'll just stick it in the heat wave later. You know, the microwave. My brother's played Fallout 3 and 4. I used to watch him play them as well. You wander around in like this like robot suit and you get to upgrade your weapons and you get to fight like these weird demons. I'm dead already? Seriously? Yeah, in the last few years, my gaming library has been somewhat limited. Like in the old days, I used to play like a shitload of games, but nowadays I barely play anything. Like just because a game's popular doesn't mean that I'll enjoy it. Like Fortnite, for example, I can't fucking stand that game. Fortnite is one of the shittiest games I've ever played in over 20 years. Way overrated, in my opinion. I have played Bloodborne. Bloodborne, yeah, it's a pretty difficult game. It's pretty much a Dark Souls clone though. And I've played Dark Souls as well. Those games are extremely hard. You get your ass kicked in those games. You run in all confident. Yeah, there's a boss coming up. I think my stats are all good. I've got the right type of armors. I've got the, you know, I've got all this. I've got all that. You fight the boss and then you die in like 10 seconds and you're like, oh shit. I want to try that as well, that Sekiro. I've heard that's meant to be a really good game. It's like 55 quid though. Jeez. I've still got to get my hands on Devil May Cry 5. I want to play that as well. I've played all the Devil May Cry games, all 5 of them. Not counting that DMC reboot shit, whatever it was. I've never played that. Come on, man, that looked like it went straight through. There we go. But yeah, I do want to play that Sekiro. I've heard many good things about it. It's like 55 quid though. I had a look in game earlier this week and I've seen it in there. It was like 54 quid. Even pre-owned, it's like 48 quid. That's a lot of money, man. Money I don't have. take your word for it. I've watched a couple of other people play that as well, people that I'm subscribed to, and everyone says that it is a really good game. So I want to get my hands on Sekiro. Something different. You know, I usually play games like hack and slash, shoot 'em ups, you know, survival horror, shit like that. So I think Sekiro would be an interesting change of pace for me.
Let's go, motherfucker!
I've got to save up for it though. Shadows die twice. And then the Shadow's gonna die 100 times when I play that game. It's more entertaining though when I die. Calm. Put it back in the mic. Yeah, should do. It won't work though, because it won't work for Wolverhampton. Oh well, when I got the chance, I'm trying to live stream here.
Retreat!
Oh yeah, the monthly shout out things that he does. I super chatted to him once, a long time ago. Rapid-fire. What can I do, Rockstar? What can I do when you've got NPCs shooting 1,000,000 bullets per second at me? What can I do, Rockstar? What can I do when you've got NPCs shooting 1,000,000 bullets per second at me? Fucking bullshit already. It's entertainment. Three more to go. 2/3 of the way there. Three more to go. 2/3 of the way there. Why do I have 64 in my name? It's a reference to the Nintendo 64 console, which is my most favorite console of all time. And it's the console I played the most when I was a kid. So it's like a nod to that. Those Lamar missions are garbage. Even now when they're double, I can't find a match. It's one of the few things as well that I won't be able to, that I won't know what I'm doing, because most of those Lamar missions I've never even played. Like all the other missions, I've done them like 1,000,000,000 times. I could probably do them blindfolded. But the Lamar missions, most of them I've never even done. I've never attempted most of them. The event week this week is quite possibly the worst that I've ever seen. I mean, what do we have? We have a few shitty adversary modes that no one's playing because I'm never getting invited to them. You know when you get those invites randomly. You know, most of the stuff I get invited to. But nobody seems to be playing the adversary modes. Nobody seems to be playing the Lamar missions, which is just a waste. Even the discounts this week suck. You know, when I read that what the event week is called, because people are calling it the Lowriders event week, aren't they? And if you've seen my, you know, worst DLCs video, I said that Lowriders is one of the worst DLCs ever made. So I knew already that this week would suck. A week that's dedicated to one of the worst DLCs in the game, in my opinion. You know, it's not going to be a fun time.
Cocksucker.
What I like to see double is double crates, double import export, which for some reason they never make double, they just make it 1.5 instead. Why? Why not just make it double like everything else? Why do they make it 1.5? Anyway, double VIP works, client jobs, MC contracts, bunkers, and heists. Those are the kind of things I like to see double. The kind of things that I don't like to see double is adversary modes, races, and everything else is just kind of in the middle. Like contact missions, I don't mind. You know, free mode events, I don't mind. But races and adversary modes, I can't stand seeing those double money. I don't like seeing hangar double money either, because the hangar business is shit for the solo player. Will I hit 3,000 subs? Hopefully. I don't usually go for subs though. I just upload whenever I feel like it, and if I get subscribers, I get subscribers. It's just a bonus. I do need to upload more frequently though. Like lately I don't upload that much. But I've got a clip saved on bullshit that I encountered earlier. So I'll share that with you fine people. See what you think. There's some buzzard shooting at me. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it earlier, but I'm not going to say what it is. But it's bullshit. Put it that way. A dropout? What do you mean by a dropout? This is not going to go the way I wanted. Fuck it. Oh no, I completed college and high school. I went to college for a year. I studied retail, IT, and business, and I passed all three. Yeah, the thing is though that me and my buddies, we don't play heists that often. And when we do play heists, it's not like all at once. We only like do like 1 or 2 setups and then stop for a while. But, I would like to do some of the old heists. I don't think I've ever done like a live stream on the old heists before. I don't think I've ever done one for the new ones either.
You're fucking
I've done videos on the new heist, like when the first came out, we did the Elite Challenge with L-Hog. Surprisingly, it was both our first attempts and we got the Elite Challenge. Well, it was my first attempt, I think he'd done it before me. The arena is, I don't know, but it's unnecessary. Like you have to buy it in order to rank up in the arena, but you don't need it. I mean, you can store the vehicles like elsewhere, and who cares about ranking up in the arena? Like, most of my arena rank just comes from losing by purpose and then spamming the spin the wheel. That's where most of my arena rank comes from. I just lose by purpose, I just kill myself, and then just spin the wheel over and over. I think I'm like ranked 73 or something in the arena. That's all it is. Yeah, you're correct there. It's just an overhyped adversary mode. That's all it is. And it's, you know, if we get DLCs like that again in the future, like nothing but an adversary mode, I'm gonna scream. I hate adversary modes. They're all shit. And it's just a waste. I mean, counting all the arena modes as one separate adversary mode, so you know you've got like Carnage, Flag War and all that. If you count them as one individual mode each, there's like 60 adversary modes. And if you look at it like this, like if we got one adversary mode each week, so one adversary mode a week, 60 times, that's over a year of shitty adversary modes that nobody plays. That's 60 weeks worth of wasted content. You think that's enough? I'd rather have nothing double money than an RP than shitty adversary modes constantly. The only way the adversary modes are good is if you're a noob. Because when I play adversary modes, most people that are playing them are noobs. It's only noobs that are playing adversary modes, like new players and stuff like that, because they think that the adversary modes are good. Like they'll see that the adversary modes are double, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is the best way to rank up and earn money and stuff." But it's not. Adversary modes are terrible to rank up and get money from. Why is the writing not in English? The writing currently is in German because I really like the German language. I just think it's awesome. I think that because Rockstar are probably aware that the Arena War was a failure. So I think that they're trying to think of something different that players will actually enjoy. Because in my opinion, Arena Wars was a failure. Arena Wars was a failure. And in many other people's opinion as well, Arena Wars is a failure. So I think they're taking like a long, hard think on how they can make something that's not a failure. Because Arena Wars is a failure, sadly. Nothing good came out of that DLC, apart from the RC car. That's it. That's the only thing that's really any use. Some of the drip feed cars were nice as well, like I'm not gonna lie. Like the Devastate or whatever it's called. It's a nice car, you know. It's got decent stats. It's not too expensive for a car that's coming out in 2019. But overall, the Arena Wars was a failure. Is anybody playing the Arena Wars right now? No. If I went into free mode right now and tried to find the lobby, I'd probably be there all day. It was a failure, and I think Rockstar know that, so they're trying to like top it up. They're trying to like think of something that can, you know, hopefully not flop as hard as the Arena Wars did. Yeah, the coloured front lights, the RC car, the extra storage for vehicles, which is nice for some people. Like, I don't give a shit about extra storage space because I only own about 18 personal vehicles. But for those that do like to buy cars, you know, the extra storage space is nice. Yeah, if you take your car inside the Arena workshop, you can put like coloured headlights on. You can have like red headlights, you can have green headlights, yellow headlights, even pink ones. But that and the RC car is pretty much the only really good thing that came from the Arena. Everything else is terrible. Arena Wars is a failure, and I think Rockstar know it. Oh, colour. You can, there's two ways to spell colour. You can spell it O-U, or you can spell it O-R. Like, different countries have different ways of spelling things. I find it interesting, actually. Yeah, the only arena vehicles I have is the ZR and the Doom bike, Death bike, is it called? Those are the only two vehicles that I ever brought for the arena. And I brought the Devastate as well. I have no idea why, because I usually don't buy supercars, but I just felt like it. I just be like, you know what, fuck it, I want to buy something. I haven't brought anything for a long time, but you know. Death Bike and ZR 380 is pretty much all you need if you want to play the arena. Yeah, I think he was just playing around now when he made that video. Like, I could go ahead and make a video saying that I don't know, that Rusty Farm Tractor is a good vehicle, you should buy it, you know. April Fool's joke. I was actually thinking of doing an April Fool's actually. I was gonna make a video calling myself modded, which isn't true. Like, everyone knows that my stats are legitimate. You know, I was gonna be like, hey guys, I encountered the biggest cheater on GTA yesterday. This guy here, King of Kills 1991, as that was the PSN at the time, claims to be legit when he really isn't. The guy sucks at the game. I killed him 1-0, and yeah, but I never did that. I never did it. I was going to make an April Fool's video on myself, but I never did it because some people might have actually took that seriously and started reporting me. Which I've already gathered enough like false reports through the years. I didn't want to throw any like ammunition out for people to abuse, so I didn't do it. You know, I've had people reporting me for being modded for years and years and years, but all the proof that they need is on my YouTube channel. I upload my stats frequently. I think it's time for a different weapon here. Why do I shoot the gate? It's just in case I need to get behind there without climbing quicker. Oh, and that's another good thing as well that came from the Arena War DLC, with the ray gun. You know, it's helpful sometimes. Like when you get your cargo stuck, for example, you can unstick it, which has happened to me a few times since, and the ray guns actually saved me. We also had a crew session with it once as well, where we had a ray gun fight where everybody was blasting each other with ray guns. That was pretty fun. Come on. Wave 5? This survival seems to be going much slower than I thought. I thought I was on like wave 6 or something. Whatever. What time is it? Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Fuck. Do I watch Pyrealm Gaming? Yes. Yeah, I do. I've been watching him for like nearly 2 years. Out of everybody that plays GTA, I watch Professional, Pyrealm, Gilly Master, Hummer Guy, and Nitrix Warlord, and of course a few of my friends as well that also do GTA. Jelly. I like jelly. I got myself a jelly belly because I've been eating too much jelly to put in my belly. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Sorry. It's random. No cancel. Fuck you. You versus Pro. Is he the one that plays on PC? I've heard of him. Does he play on PC at all? Or am I thinking of someone else?
I'm reloading.
Yeah, PC. PC has mouse and keyboard though, doesn't it? It's a lot easier to aim and shit if you master the art of keyboard control. Like if we console peasants went against a PC pro, you know, we'd probably get our asses kicked no matter how good we are. Yeah, I have seen a couple of his videos from my recommended, but I've never watched them. Maybe I will now. I did play GTA on PC as well myself, but not a lot. On my brother's my brother had GTA on PC, and I used to play it sometimes. Holy shit. I can't even move with keyboard and mouse. I have to use a controller. I'll watch them now after that. Thank you. When I turn the game off, I usually go on YouTube for the evening. Yeah, there are some people that can do the easy way of like lightning fast, lightning speed. I thought I could do it quick. I'm probably like a slug in comparison to that. And what time is it? Yeah, it's just gone 7 o'clock. So I'll be on the game for roughly another hour. I usually turn off around about 8, 9 in the evening, and then I'll go on YouTube. Chill. Read some of the comments that I might have got. Reply to a few if I haven't replied. I don't usually reply to most comments though. Oh no, I gotta edit that clip as well. That I got saved. It'll only be about 2 minutes long. So that won't take me too long to edit that. Chill for the evening. Go on YouTube, watch some more top 5s. If I can find one. I don't stream free mode too often now because people on the live stream like to join my sessions and then all for me. You know, toxic behaviour like that. So I don't live stream free mode that much anymore because of that. You know, I don't let these people get to me. Fuck's sake. Oh, hashtag I fucking suck. There you go, I'll do it myself. Where's my keyboard? There we go. Typed in the chat, I fucking suck. Feel free to repeat. Or put you fucking suck instead, so it's aimed at me, not you, not yourself. God damn it, man. I've only passed 1 survival out of 9. This is the last map. Horrible. This is dreadful. Why do I keep starting in first person mode? I'm pretty sure... No. Never mind. Oh, I just got, I hate this survival, man, because you have to run around and actually find them. You can't just stay in one spot. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm going back. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use the piece of shit gun. Piece of shit accuracy to match.
Don't fuck with me! Hit him!
I find it funny when I see rank 8000s trying to kill me with this gun. Like everybody knows that you don't want to be using this gun. You'd think by rank 8000 you'd have some knowledge of the game, right? Of course not. I've seen rank 10s that play better than rank 8000. Respect plus past. Yeah, I remember that from San Andreas. When I first played San Andreas and I beat my first mission, I was like, why did I get no money from that? Aren't you supposed to get money from beating missions in GTA? Yeah, I first played San Andreas on 31st of October 2004. I actually played it on Halloween. I was 13 years old at the time. October 2004. I was on 13 when San Andreas came out for the PS2. And I had to go shopping with my mom to get it for me. So, yeah, that was my Halloween treat for the day, having to go shopping with my freaking mom. I wasn't old enough to buy the game for myself. Hey, I was. And I got Vice City in 2003 when I was only 12. Hell, I played the first GTA game when I was only like 8. You know, the original on PS1 that everyone seems to forget about. Back when GTA was 2D. Why is it what? Why have I got myself a gun with an extended clip on? I never got an extended clip on me. I picked it up off the ground. Why does it come with an extended clip? Whatever. The crew that I was in has a fair few girl gamers actually. The crew leader is a girl. Very nice as well, very nice person. Yeah, I struggled a lot with a lot of the Vice City missions, you know, like the driver, where you have to race that fat dude for the Malibu Club, that demolition mission where you have to fly that RC helicopter. That mission where you have to go in the mall and smash all in the windows, or something like that. You have to go inside the mall and you get like a 5-star wanted level. I used to find it really difficult to escape the cops. But then again, I was only 12 years old at the time. My skills as a gamer weren't the same as they are now. FaZe clan, oh. All those stupid clans in Call of Duty. FaZe, Arctic and all that gay shit. Alright. Oh no. There you go. It's a bit quieter now. It's my microphone as well. My microphone's like really old and it's starting to break. My microphone doesn't work as good as it used to. I need to get me a new one. But I can't complain because the microphone that I'm using right now is just the one that comes with the PS4. You know, the one that's just like a black wire. I don't actually have like a proper microphone. I've been using it like in every single one of my videos. I'm just using the microphone that came with the system. I didn't actually buy one. Ah, Fortnite. Fortnite is one of the worst games I've ever played. I'm sorry. I know there are some people that enjoy it, you know, fair enough. I can't stand that game. Games like that, I just can't play them. I don't have the patience. Like, I grew up on like all the old school shooting games, you know, like GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Time Splitters, you know, the games that have fast-paced action, you know, you get killed, you respawn, you collect weapons, and then you just go and get killed again and repeat. Fortnite is just too slow-paced for me. You know, I run around, I collect a few weapons and shit. You know, I can't find nobody, and then I'm shot in the back from somebody. It's just boring. I wouldn't say it's for kids, but the majority of its player base is kids. I mean, anyone can play it. You know, it's not a crime. You know, you got kids playing GTA, yet GTA is rated 18. You know, who cares? No one's gonna stop them. But you know, I just can't grasp Fortnite. It's too slow paced for me. I like action. I like to run around, shoot my gun, get killed, respawn, and repeat. I don't want to have to spend like 5 minutes running around trying to find people and then get shot in the back, you know. It's no fun. Yeah, it's got like cartoony graphics and all that, but so did Overwatch. And at the time, I used to think Overwatch was the worst game I ever played, but, you know, at least Overwatch you have to use, like, some kind of strategy, you know. You have to work well, you have to work as a team, you have to pick the right character with the right abilities for the situation. You know, I'll play Overwatch any day over Fortnite. If somebody gave me a choice, Overwatch or Fortnite, if you want to live, I'll choose Overwatch. Fuck Fortnite. I think... Is Borderlands worth a go? I don't know. I've never played Borderlands. I do know that there is meant to be a third Borderlands game coming out later this year. So maybe I'll try it. From what I've been told, Borderlands is quite good, but everybody told me that Fortnite was good, and it wasn't, so... You know. But at least Fortnite is free, so if you get Fortnite and then don't like it, you don't lose anything. You don't lose any money or anything. You just lose time. Time you could have spent playing something else. I only played Fortnite a few times. I did stream it as well the very first time I played it. I think my Fortnite stream is actually still on YouTube somewhere. But I never streamed it again, and about a week after that live stream was done, I stopped playing the game. Couldn't stand it. My 9-year-old nephew was better at the game than me. He was actually pretty good at it. Dead Space, yeah, Dead Space was pretty good. Dead Space is pretty good. With the dismemberments and all that you could do. The creepy atmosphere. Running around as Isaac. I particularly like that cutscene in the game where you have to like do some kind of like laser surgery on your eye, and if you get it wrong, your eyes get stabbed. Very brutal. Yeah, Dead Space are pretty good. Dead Space 3 was kind of shit though. But it's been a while since I played Dead Space. Yeah, I do like survival horror. Probably because they were the games that gave me shits when I was little. Especially Silent Hill. Oh my god, Silent Hill is probably the scariest games I've ever played. I don't know. I still have the face cam. It's actually connected to my PlayStation right now. I just don't use it. I think I'll have to eventually though, because my microphone is breaking, and the PlayStation camera actually comes built in with a mic, so I'm gonna have to start using that to record my voice as well. So I will have to go back to using the face cam soon. I'll go back to using that someday. But I think I used it on Resident Evil 2. Did I use it on Resident Evil 2? I'm pretty sure that I used it for Resident Evil 2. I probably won't use it for GTA again because I don't live stream free mode that much anymore. The only time I live stream free mode is like doing grinding or something like that. But you guys like, you know, you don't like to see me grind in free mode. You like to see me grief in free mode. But there are some people that do like to see me grind as well, because I have my own like set of grinding methods. Do I watch Mr. Beast? No, I don't. I don't actually watch a lot of people. I'm very into like top 5s, things like that, you know, like mysteries, creepypastas, stuff like that. That's usually the kind of stuff that I'm watching. Things about space, you know. I like to watch like shitty games as well, you know, bad games that get reviewed and stuff like that. Those are the kind of things I usually watch on YouTube in my spare time. Like top 5, top 10s, unsolved mysteries, stuff like that. Stuff like that I'm really interested in. I like that kind of stuff. I like myself a bit of history as well, you know, mysteries of the ocean, space, stuff like that. Oh no, I'm far from one of the best GTA players. I'm pretty average, really. That's why you don't see me go up against tryhards that much, because I know I get my ass handed to me. And plus those fights for me. Well, that's the end of the survivals. I only passed 1, and I failed 8 of them, so I'm 1 and 8 NPCs. Wow, I'm going to have to redeem myself for that. That is dreadful. That was dreadful. Alright, what do I do now? It appears my laptop has crashed, so I can't read the chat anymore. Give it a few minutes and it should unfreeze. I can't see the chat anymore. Alright, let's ditch this vehicle, because it was the vehicle I was using doing missions earlier. Wow, I only made 100k from that, and that entire thing just took me like 2 hours to do. Not recommended if you want to get money. Just do it for fun. I need to go and check my bunker shit, and then once I've checked that, I'll move on. Has my laptop unfrozen yet? Yes, it has. Okay, I can read the chat again now. Hey, welcome to the stream, Jamie Jackson. How's it going, bro? Just chilling right now. Do I drink alcohol? Yes, but only on like special occasions, like birthdays, Christmas, New Year, and stuff like that. And it's only a little bit. I usually have like my my bottle of pear cider or something. I like my pear cider. Have some red and white wine. Have some Strongbow with the brothers. Yeah, but it's very rare that I drink alcohol. It's only usually for special occasion. Alright, I'll go and try and find a public session in a minute. Well, if I get stuck in the clouds, I'm blaming you. Yeah. Oh, it's Retro Mega 79's fault that I got stuck in the clouds. He wanted me to go and kill people, but I couldn't. Your fault. Let me just go and check what my bunker supplies is at first. It's your fault if I get stuck in the clouds. Let's see what kind of trash lobby I can find. I'll probably get vote kick as well in like a few seconds, as I usually do. Let me just bank this. Okay, so I actually need to sell my bunker. Okay. I'll do that I'll do that later though. I'll do that off stream or something. Or maybe I'll try and sell it in whatever public session it puts me in. Let me get my thermal helmet back on. As soon as I get into a session, I'll try and sell my bunker shit. See if anyone comes after me. Do I watch Saints fan Rockstar Logic? I do actually. I do actually like watching Saints fans Rockstar Logic. I'm not subscribed to him though. I just, you know, search it every couple of weeks. I need to go back into story mode so I can change back into auto aim. So I need to go back into story mode for a little bit. Sounds like some kind of truck has just pulled up outside. I can hear squeaky wheels. Okay. That's assisted aim full. Have I completed story mode? No, not even close. There you go. I've only done the first 2 missions. Even on PS3 I never beat the story mode. I just couldn't be bothered. Alright, here we go. Public session. See where it puts me. I've never beat the story mode. I think the farthest that I ever got is when you're playing as Trevor and you have to crash a train. You crash a train into another train on some bridge, and the train crashes into the water, and then you have to recover some treasure or something. I think that was the farthest I ever got in the story mode. I used to play the story mode a bit more often on PS3 because, you know, the PS3 version rarely worked. You know, you'd get timed out loading session constantly. And, you know, you get server issues and that all the time. So I just used to play story mode or just play other things. I used to play a lot of Black Ops 2 back in those days. But I never actually beat the story mode. And on PS4, I've never played as Trevor on PS4. I've never got that far. Alright, let's see what kind of session we have. I can see 2 people just got killed already, so... Oh no, there's somebody else on the microphone apart from me. Hold on. Okay, testing. Microphone test. Hello. Yeah, there we go. I just had to create myself a party. To mute people, all you do is you go into online players, and then you select somebody and then toggle mute on or off. It's in German, but that should be mute on off right at the top, and then you won't be able to hear them anymore. Let's have a look what kind of lobby we're in. If there's any modded trash here for Generation of Garbage. Doesn't look like it. Somebody's wearing my mask, so maybe I should make him my first victim. Overall, this seems like an average lobby. No one here really that's particularly dangerous. Alright, but the first thing I want to do is attempt to sell this shit so I don't have to worry about it. It looks like somebody's doing a stand your ground over there, so maybe I'll go and attack that. If I can get my MC sale done, quick MC sale. If I can get my bunker sale done quick enough. Normally I don't attempt to sell stuff in public lobbies, but the last few times when I've tried, it's led to some pretty entertaining things. Like I had some Oppressor Mark II try and kill me, and then I blew him up by throwing a sticky bomb when I was driving my Phantom. Well, the grief, people are trying to grief the griefer. You don't do that shit to me. If somebody does do that shit to me, then, you know, fair enough. I do it to other people, so I'll take it when it's done to me. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. People will probably see what rank I am and be like, oh shit, I better stay away. That's one good thing about having a high rank and a high KD. It intimidates people. Like, not many people would want to pick a fight with me. Let's go for it. I need to change my CEO name as well, but I can't think of anything because my crew color's not pink anymore because I'm not in a crew. So my CEO name doesn't make any sense at the moment.
Okay, you're making...
Fuck you, giving me the Mayweather mission. Nope. New session. I hate that mission, man. The Mayweather cell mission, I refuse to do it. I'll do it for anyone else, if anyone else needs help doing it, but I won't do it for myself. Nope. Can't stand that mission, and I'm not doing it in a session with like 20 odd people in as well. Nope. Not doing that mission. Takes too long. See where it puts me now. There's nobody in this lobby. Is somebody shooting at me? I can hear bullets. Let me go inside. Well, basically with the Mayweather cell, you have to make 5 drops. Each drop is like miles away from each other, and once you get to the drop, you have to fight off Mayweather at each drop, and it gets annoying. It takes like 15 to 20 minutes to complete that one mission. It's not worth it. I'm only doing it for 140 grand as well. It's not worth the effort. Especially with the risk of, you know, 20-something players being in that session. It's not worth it. It takes too long. It's only one vehicle, but it's a nightmare trying to do that mission by yourself as well.
Okay,
and it's gave me another piece of shit cell mission. This is a tactic that I like to call tweaking. Like if you get a cell mission that you don't like, just find new session and you'll get a new cell mission. I call it tweaking. I'm not sure if it works for the nightclub, but it does work for MC and businesses and bunker. So if you ever get a cell mission that you don't like, just press find new session and you'll get a different cell mission. You'll lose a little bit of cargo, but I'd rather lose cargo because that little bit of cargo that I lost, I could get it back in the time that I would have saved. Say if I lost like $10,000 or something, you know, but I saved myself 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, I could do Headhunter and Diamond Shopping, which is worth 50 grand. So I'd rather lose 10 grand and save 5 minutes, and then in those 5 minutes I can get 50. I'm probably going to get stuck in the clouds now. And I'm going to have to, unfortunately, end the stream. That's usually what happens. It gives me bullshit cell missions. I press find new session, and then I get stuck. See what it does. The Mayweather cell and the Buggy cell are the worst bunker cell missions. But there's only 5 cell missions that you can get if it's solo cell. The Mayweather cell, the bunker cell, monster truck cell, phantom wedge cell, and the one insurgent cell, which is the one you want most of the time. What Wi-Fi am I on? Shitty Wi-Fi. It's crap. Never works. And I think I'm stuck in the clouds. Wonderful. I have sold a full bunker by myself as well. Like free vehicles. I've sold them all. Oh, Virgin Media. Yeah, that's who I'm with. Virgin Media. Fucking terrible. My internet speed is supposed to be 100 megabits download, but I very rarely get 30. Crap. And it costs me like £38 a month as well. Yeah, I'm stuck in the clouds. There's nothing I can do about this. I'm gonna have to end the stream. Oh, tired. Oh, what time is it? Alright, it's half 7. So it's a bit too early to turn the game off, so I'm gonna sell my bunker off screen. I think I'm gonna have to unstick myself from the clouds by using the internet disconnection method. So alright people, this is going to be the end of the stream. Failed quite hard in this stream with my survival challenge. I only passed 1 out of 9. Trying to sell my bunker, and I got the 2 worst cell missions back to back. I have the worst luck. I'll have a short clip up later about some bullshit that I encountered earlier today. That'll be uploaded in a few hours time. But until then, take care everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.